Hello, welcome to Take Two Tuesday. It is Tuesday. What are we? January 6th. Already we're moving on into the year. Welcome all of you, my friends. Happy to have you here. This is called Take Two Tuesday. We're kind of trying to do the express edition now, so hopefully shortening things up a little bit. But my name is Ken. I'm here at the Stamps of Life in Southern California, and we get together once a week and we go back in time, usually 3 to 4 years. Every once in a while we sneak in something further back or even something a little more recent that one of our products, usually die set, stamp set, something like that. I'll show you some card samples, maybe something you could do with these dies with these stamps. If you're into card making, scrapbooking, this is all great stuff for that. I'll also show you around our website a little bit and just tell you what's going on around here. We'll have some fun. We are going to play a game today after we look at our batch of stamps and dies here together. We'll play a game of Family Feud. So I'm counting on you to help me out on that. And before I go any further, I have to say that I am sorry to all of you. That's right, I'm apologizing to all of you. 2 weeks ago, I said we were going to have a drawing, right? I was going to choose a winner. Everybody was supposed to post in our comment section a fold it card idea. And well, you know what? I did pick a winner last week, but I forgot to announce it, our winner. So I apologize. I'm super sorry about that. But our winner, and this is from YouTube. And so I don't know everybody's name officially, but I think this name might work. But the call name is Catherine Munro, MUNRO 9770. Catherine, you are our winner. So if you're watching, you'll want to email Faylene at the office. You're going to get a $20 Stamps of Life gift certificate to our website. So make sure you email info at the Stamps of Life to claim that. And I'll let her know that you were a winner. And so I wanted to announce that I apologize for everybody else who made a submission. Thank you so much for adding your ideas. The ideas were fun. I saw a bunch of different ones. Catherine's was like a calendar that would work as a fold it. So I saw a lot of great ideas in there that were posted by all of you. So again, thank you for doing that. And that was just something fun, a little bit extra way to finish off the year. But again, my apologies because I forgot. I had it written down and everything, and I forgot to announce the winner last week. So sorry. So if any of you remembered, you might have already forgotten and let me off the hook for a week, but I did remember right after we finished, and I'm all, no, I forgot. So Catherine's our winner. Congratulations. Let's see what else. Just for fun, because I see a lot of you are in the chat already. Welcome all of you. I'm glad you're here. I have a question for you just for fun. Anytime I ask a question, please answer in the chat. It makes it more interesting if you guys are either chatting with me and I have a chance to check, or with each other. That's fine too. But my question for you today, this is kind of like an icebreaker thing just to get everybody involved, is where did you grow up? If you want to say the city, you can, but if you just want to use state or certain part of the country, or maybe you grew up in a different country or you are from another country, where did you grow up? And where do you still live close to that place? Do you still live close to where you grew up? That is my question. So I was born in Mississippi because my dad was stationed in the Navy. There's a city in Mississippi called Meridian, and they had a Navy base there. I don't think there was any water around it, but my mom and dad lived there for a short time. So I was born there, but I never really lived there. Then all my family was from Southern California. So I pretty much grew up in Southern California once I came back from Mississippi from being born there. So I've been in Southern California my whole life, but actually like where I grew up, there was a bunch of different cities. And I don't live in any of those cities now. So we'll leave it at that. But if you want to post where you grew up and let us know, do you still live in that area? You know, sometimes people grow up in a family home and they end up living in that family home, even in their adult life. So maybe you're one of those people, or maybe you got out on your own and you did your own thing. But just for fun, put in the chat where you grew up. Do I look like I'm from Mississippi? Well, I was born there, but I'm really a California person. So here I am back in Southern California, where the rest of my family has been. Before that, I know from my dad's side, we had a lot of family in Missouri, and I met a lot of relatives there, like in southern Missouri. But ever since my grandparents moved out here, we've been in Southern California. So jump in the chat. Let us know where you are from, where you grew up, if you still live there. Awesome. So Lori says she grew up in Illinois, Mundelein. Is that how you say that? In San Gabriel for M1326. It's hard with all these call things. I'm going to have to show you guys how to get this fixed on YouTube. I'll do that someday. Lisa was in New Jersey. She grew up. Ruth Debbie Phoenix, born and must have been raised, and says she has never left. Denise says north of Seattle, Washington, but now she's in Northern California. Born and raised in Nebraska for Rochelle. She still lives there. Jamaica, West Indies for Dawn. And I'd have to take a plane ride to go home. She's in New Jersey now. California, Barbara says, and still in California. Grew up in Oxnard, Shelby says, and now lives in Ventura. Those are pretty close to each other. And Lori says she lives about a half hour from where she grew up. And Janet's in the Bay Area. Still there, grew up there. Grew up in Michigan, says Karen. And she's still here. Lives about 30 minutes from where she grew up. Interesting, yeah. Bobby's from Atlanta, Georgia, and still grew up there and still lives close by. And Lynn's in Indiana, a military brat. So she lived in different places, but Indiana's home. Jane was born in Detroit, grew up in a suburb, and now lives 7 miles from where I grew up. That's pretty close. And Tara says she grew up in Michigan, lives 4 years in Florida. And now we live about 30 minutes from where we grew up. Interesting. Susan's in Northern California and now in Southern Idaho. And Florence is Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and now in Missouri. Yep. And Marion in Cleveland, Ohio, but now she's in Parma. That's very close, she says. All right. So thanks, everybody, for answering. That was just for fun. Let's get going here. What do I have to announce? You see down below, we have the Stamp and Die Club, the new one that just came out. Let me see if I can find let me fix something here, get rid of my name. And if you were with us last, was it Wednesday night, Stephanie introduced the new club on New Year's Eve, the Die Hard Club and Stamp Club. And then we had a special release. I'll tell you about that, the live release that we did last week, what is still available. But let's see if this is the right one. I can't tell. This camera is not too good here. No. Oh, that's a sneak peek. Sorry. Pretend you didn't see that one. Okay, that is the Stamp Club. Stamp Club, Puffin Love. Puffin Love. All right. And then if you want to get it with the dies, you also have, no, that's our Fold It Club. That's okay to see. That's Fold It Club. There's the Die Hard Club, where you get the stamps, the dies, and your idea card all together. So that is a new club shipment. I got all those shipped out on either the 1st or earlier on the 2nd when the post office really open. So those, if you're a Die Hard Club member or a Stamp Club member, those are on the way too. Now, I do have them here in the studio, and I have a couple ideas to show you as well. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll switch over to so here is what you would be getting if you are in the club. This is on its way to you. You get your postcard with some ideas on there. It also shows some of the add-on items, and I'll talk to you about the add-on items a little bit later. There's the stamp set you get. I think I can get the glare off. Cute little puffin guys, and so much fun. And if you just do Stamp Club, you get those 2 items, $13.99. Shipping is included if you're in the USA. And Die Hard Club, you add the dies, $29.99 for all 3 items. And no extra cost for shipping, okay, if you're in the USA. So free shipping. Here's a couple card samples. Now, this iceberg did sell out on our website, okay, but let me see if I can get that to go down a little bit. The iceberg is sold out, but if you hit the little notify me button, it will let you know when it's back in, all right? So if you missed it and you want to get that, sorry, that's not coming through too good. I'll hold it a little bit closer. The iceberg, add the little puffins on there. That's fun. So that die was real popular. We also did the full collection, the bundle at an extra special price. You could have got that, and it was included in there, but that sold out too. But it will come back in stock, all right? Don't worry, it will come back in stock. And here's some little puffins, and there is a sneak peek on there. I don't know if you can see, but something that is coming tonight. And another little puffin idea. These are all A2 cards, except that first one, the iceberg was too. There's our little guys there. And let's see. I don't know why I did not set up my stand very well. Here, let me try this stand, see what happens. So again, this is on the website. No, that's not going to work either. What did I do today? What did I do? Let's see it. Maybe this will work. I'm going to Mickey Mouse this together. It's not the way it's supposed to be, but everything was good except they're upside down. So there's one more idea for you as well. So that is the Puffin Love for our Die Hard Club and Stamp Club. If you're already in the club, it's going out to you. If you're not a club member, you can sign up on our website, okay? You'll have fun, get that club discount, you earn club points. When you join the club, you get a couple of free gifts. You get you get 2 free gifts. I know it's always a surprise. Faylene is in charge of sending that out. So I'm not going to say exactly what she's going to send to you, but I know it's always something good. So you get gifts. And then you know how Stephanie every once in a while does some extra fun things as well. That is going to be there. So I mentioned that the new club, I did that. Let's see. So we did let me get rid of the moving banner. I can get rid of that. A reminder that hide. Oh, so we talked about that. We talked about the new club. Then also the crafting corner. Yes, we will have a regular crafting corner this week on Thursday night, so don't miss out on that. Now, I know a lot of you don't get the notifications, so I'm going to try my best to figure out how that works, and I might do a little video. I know that when you go on to if you are a subscriber and you go on to your list of companies or people you follow on YouTube, if you click on them under this subscriber area, there should be a little bell down there at the bottom that says notifications on or notifications off. You have to hit that. And then if you're like on an iPhone, or it's complicated, or a tablet or something, you also have to click allow notifications. So I'm going to try my best at some point to make a little video. Hopefully it will help you guys to get the notifications, because I do notice some of the people that I subscribe to, I do sometimes see their notifications. I get this little thing up at the top, hey, a new video has been posted, or so-and-so is live. So that's kind of fun. Then you don't miss out. So I'll try my best. But in the meantime, don't forget Thursday is Stephanie's Crafting Corner. All right. Then let's go ahead, and we're going to, as I said, we were moving on, and we just keep on trucking. We're going back in time today. We are going back to, let me find my slide and hit my cough button. Sorry about that. I got to get a drink of water real quick, so I'm going to cut cameras here. And I'll show you this. This is from December of 2021, and it is called Chocolates to Stamp. Now, a lot of you might have been club members already at this time, so if you were, great. This shipment went back out back in December. And give me 1 second again. I'm going to grab a drink. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. So this is from December of 2021. Great collection of stamps and dies. We had the basic, the club part of this, which was called Chocolates to Stamp, and then there's some add-ons. So let me show you those items real quick before we go through all of the card ideas, and I do have a bunch. So here we go. This was the club set. If you were in the club, this came out to you in December of 2021. So this is over 4 years from the past. Now, if you have this is a great time to use this collection, because we've got Valentine's coming up, and who doesn't just like any kind of card with chocolate in it? I mean, I think we all pretty much like chocolate, right? Chocolate is great. So this is called Chocolates to Stamp. That was the stamp set. Then you could get the dies to go with it if you're in the Die Hard Club. You can make the box and some candies. Then we did the add-ons. So this is where it really becomes a lot of Valentine stuff. This set here as an add-on. It is called Heart Chocolate to Stamp. Heart Chocolate to Stamp. And then, so this was the nice collection. This was an add-on. It's called Heart Chocolate to Stamp, and it says big. I don't know if that's really what it was called, but I don't think so. You get the nice big heart, all those different candies, a bow, so much you can do with that one. So that was a special one that all was an add-on. And then we had this one called More Chocolate to Stamp. So a little bit different sizes of chocolates there. And you're going to see with the samples, lots of different ways that you can use this collection. So before we look at the card samples, let's go ahead and check out the website. Again, if you have this, it's time. This is the time of year for somebody you love, somebody you care about. Maybe you have kids, grandkids, maybe somebody in your neighborhood. You just want to send them a fun card. This set is perfect for that. Again, because who doesn't like candy? Who doesn't like chocolate, hearts, all combined? Can't go wrong. So let me show you the website. So if you were to go to our website, the stampsoflife.com, you see the that, what do they call that? QR code. That will get you to our website. But if you just type in the stampsoflife.com and you were to type in chocolate, this would come up. So let me show you our website. And you can check this out here. There we go. So that is the collection Chocolates to Stamp. Again, from December of 2021. Since it's 4 years old, if you do have it, I bet it could be down at the bottom of your collection, but it's worth finding. And if you want to get it, if you're new to the Stamps of Life, it is on our website. You can grab it. And if you're a club member, you would still get the club discount. You'd get the special prices on that. If you are not a club member, you could join and start getting that discount for yourself. But if you're just if you're new to the Stamps of Life, this is open and available to you too. Anybody can shop on the Stamps of Life website. You don't have to be a club member. When you are in the club, you get the little extra discount, which is nice. It's like every day is a sale on the Stamps of Life website if you're a club member. So here's the main set. And of course, you'll get all the card ideas. I'll show you some of these that I have here right with it. A lot of fun ideas, really nice. When you see all these, then you know why the set is so awesome. So this is all here. These are A2 cards, it looks like. A little mini slim line. Lots of different ways you can use this one. You get 16 stamps in this one. Now, there are the add-on parts down there. The chocolate stamp dies that match, and then the other ones that I told you about. They're all on that page, okay? Everything is on this page for you. Oh, I forgot to mention, did you see? This one comes with dies on the back too. So I was wondering, this one here, the More Chocolate, I just saw the stamp side and I'm like, where are the dies for that? Well, you flip it over, it comes with the dies. They are included with that one. So that's nice. And I showed you the ideas. There's a video that goes with it. Yeah, but let me go ahead and show you. Let me show you the card samples I have, and I have a bunch. So this is going to take a minute. You'll have to be a little patient, but if you like chocolate, you're going to love these cards. So let me set these up real quick. And again, there are A2 cards. There are 5x7s, all kinds of cool stuff in this one. There's a flip it. Yeah, there's just so many ways you can use this one. So you're going to love this. Here we go. All right. So if you were in the club, you also did get one of the little postcards, which was nice to have. So that would be included. You get the postcard. And it does have some of our ideas on here as well. There we go. Try to get that centered. Awesome. Okay, let's go through these samples. Now, I did show you this one a little bit earlier. It's got that nice heart. And it's got some, what is it? Acetate sheet there to give it a little bit of shine. And that opens up as an A2 card. Chocolate helps, it says. And this is a pull-up. So it kind of comes to you flat like this, but it will stand up as well. And that's got those larger candies on there. I've got a bunch of these to show you. Oh, also wanted to mention, we will play our Family Feud game, but we'll also do our good news segment. We're going to be in Joshua chapter 1. If you have your Bible, we'll do a little devotional from there too. That's always fun. All you need is love and chocolate. And look at those chocolates. Don't those look good? Don't those look good? Janet says she got her club shipment. Yeah, great. Awesome. I did that one. And I want to show you ones I already have. You can't make everyone happy. You're not chocolate. That's a good one. That is a good one. And it's a great time to mix the hearts in, chocolate, and it looks like one of your candy boxes there. That looks great. Again, I have a lot of card samples here. This was a popular one. Chocolate is the answer, it says, you know. Back to our hearts. All you need is love and chocolate. We saw that before. Pattern paper, solid papers. You can really decorate your chocolates and make them really look unique and interesting. Here it is on a 5x7. Ooh, I can't quite fit that in there, but that is a 5x7 card on that one. And here I was mentioning we have a flip it. This is the large circle flip it. It's an A2 card, but that motion is really fun. You could write a little message on the inside if you like. That's great. And oh, I did have a question since we were doing like, you know, hey, finding out something about each of our life. Is there something in your daily routine that is kind of like the favorite thing of your day that you get to do? Something you look forward to doing every day. So when you think of your daily routine, is there something that really stands out? You know, this is the best part of my day, the part of the day I really like. And so add that in the chat just for fun. I like to, when I have a chance, I'm trying to learn to play piano. So when I get to play some piano and it kind of sounds good, I enjoy that. When it's not sounding so good, not as great. I do when I'm concentrating and focusing and I can read my Bible and kind of hear from God. I do like that. And then sometime when I just get home and get to be with Stephanie and I just have nothing to do but just relax, I like those times too. It's kind of fun just to have nothing to do, right? But what is your favorite thing that you get to do each day? Something that is a highlight every day. Maybe it's when you wake up or you get your first cup of coffee, or maybe it's when you're done at work and you know you're on your way home. Whatever it is, maybe it's a lunch break or somebody get to see, whatever it is, kind of your favorite thing, your favorite part of your day. Let us know in the chat. Not just for fun. I want to hear from all of you. And I saved this one. I really think this is good. Right here, look at all those great colors and great designs. But in the chat, let us know your favorite part of the day just for fun. That favorite, you know how we all get in the kind of the routine where we just do the same things every day. And there's some things we don't want to do. Maybe it's the dishes or clean the house or take out the trash or clean up after the dog. Those are all kind of things that are not so great, but think of something, some part of the day that's special to you and that you enjoy, and let us know what that is in the chat. Now, maybe there's not one part of your day that stands out that way, but here's the thing. Now's the time to make that pattern, that thing happen. We're in a new year, and why not start off the new year figuring out something that you like to do each day and make that a habit. Maybe it's going for a walk. Maybe there's something you want to watch on YouTube. You're trying to learn something new every day. So take that special time, have some fun, and make it something enjoyable. I'll add some people's comments here for fun. And let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones, right? A lot of good ones. All right. So yeah, jump in the chat there. Please do. Welcome everybody. If you're new here, we are happy to have you all here. Again, my name is Ken here at the Stamps of Life. So we have looked at, excuse me, the chocolate to stamp collection so far. I'm going to, real quick, I'm going to show you how to do a little die cutting. Now, I already, for the sake of time and to keep things moving, I have done the, excuse me, the die cutting here. I am going to use the chocolate box from this. So if you can see those dies, if there's not too much glare, I'm going to use these dies right here, and I'll show you what I created. Let's move over to our table here. All right, now I'm going to cut over. There we go. So this is my die cutting machine. If you're new to card making, this is a die cutting machine, and I need to zoom back just a little. Well, maybe not. Let's leave it right here. But again, I'm using these dies right here. And what I did, I ran them all through the machine, and I created kind of a background. And then I created this color. That's going to be my chocolate. And then I did the outline of the box, which is this section here, which kind of gives you your candy cutouts. Now these all pop out. You can see there's one here that I did not pop out yet. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And I'm just going to piece this all together. Let's see if I can back up just a little bit. It looks a little bit too tight. Let's do that. And I will try to quickly put this all together. Now we're going to play our Family Feud game, so hang in there for that. We usually have fun doing that, so everybody's got to participate in that. That will be great. Now this is kind of the base of my box, and I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on here. Maybe this one's out. There we go. Just tap some around there. I will add my chocolate layer. Now it doesn't look like much right now. And again, this is basic. You could add some colors to your box. You could do a little decorating, however you want to do it, okay? And so I don't want to get glue all over everything. I'm going to get a little bit of scratch paper for this part. And I'll go ahead and put I'll put a little adhesive on this too. It's not going to stick too great. This would have been a nice, because you see how, not necessarily intricate, but how thin the lines are here on this box. It might have been smart of me to use our adhesive sheets there at the beginning. That would have been helpful. And I think this guy might be out. Yeah, this is a goner. Okay, let's see if it's going to work or not, if we got enough on here. So I will just take this and line it up here on my box. And it still doesn't look like much. Let's go ahead and put that down. And then I just want to, and I should make it a little bit straighter. Okay, we got that. And then we're going to add this, and this will make our chocolates, all right? So there you have it, a quick and easy chocolate box, just like that. Now, obviously this color, it kind of looks like milk chocolate, right? You could do dark chocolate. You could have half and half. You could have the background be a little bit different. But that gives you the chocolate. You could decorate it. Let me show you the examples again that you can go really crazy with it and make it look really nice. Let me show you a couple different ideas here. Oh, here was one. Ooh, whoop, I can't quite get on there. 1 second. I know I had some other good samples here. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. So here are some boxes that are decorated a little bit more than I have gone, but I was basically just giving you that foundation of, hey, you could do this really quick. Here's the basis, the basic part of our box. You're going to color it, decorate it, make it look really nice. I'll set that off to the side. But you can see here our designers added some extra coloring, some shading, the little swirls and the lines really make that nice. If you like dark chocolate, light chocolate, here's an example. You could mix and match and do some different colors on your card. Here's on the 5x7 with the different styles. If you know how a candy box usually has lots of different colors in it, well, that looks really great. And then this is the fancy one, I think. I don't know what gives it that shine, that shimmer, but there's a little glittery in there and some swirls. You can get all your different colors all in that same box. It is possible to do that. But I just wanted to show you all those good ideas. And again, that all comes just from the die set that is part of the chocolates to stamp. All right. So there is our item for today. And let me switch back over to me. My alarm's going off, so it means I'm kind of on time, but I'm a little bit behind time. Let me hit that alarm real quick. All right, let's go ahead and figure out our game. So make sure you jump in the chat now. This is where we all help each other out. Now on Family Feud, you always have to remember when we play it, this is just for fun. I know we've been crafting and you're going, wait, well, why is he going from crafting? If you're new, why is he going from crafting to playing a game? Well, we're just all friends here. We like to hang out and have a little bit of fun. We'll play a game. Sometime we'll do a crossword puzzle or a quiz, or sometime we have fun facts, just different things to learn to make our brains work a little bit. and to have some fun together today. Sometimes we excel and we win and we do really good, and sometimes we bomb out. But I think the main thing is mostly we have some fun. So that's what we're trying to do. So let me pull up the game here and get rid of that. Again, the chocolates you stamp are on our website if you want them. If you need the ideas are where the items are. And there is also a little link on each page for the gallery. So you might want to check that out as well. All right, we are moving on. Let me get rid of that image that is there right now and get ready for our Family Feud. Let's see. So that should be up there. I think I have it ready to go. Perfect. So I'm going to share my other screen with you so you can see what's going on here. And your answers, again, you have to think like the audience. Like you might have the perfect answer just for you, but think of what the general public, when they're asked this question, how they would respond. So you have to, for this game to be successful, sometimes you have to think like other people, and we have to be fast. We have a time limit. So in the chat, after I read the question, you're going to answer in the chat, and I'm going to try my best to type it in. Sometimes I make some type errors, and that costs us some time, but we just do the best we can. Here we go. So I'm going to add the Family Feud game, and let's do that. All right, here we go. So you should be able to see that. Oh, I didn't skip the ads yet. Darn it. Let's see. Play now. Hopefully we missed the ads. Nope. Sorry, we got to watch this ad for a second.
When the island speaks.
So, lazy river.
I can get rid of the volume at least. Sorry, I forgot to run the ads before, but our game will begin here in a second. Come on. This is a long commercial. Look at that yellow line going down there. Your game will resume after the following advertisement, it says. Okay, here we go. We're ready now. That wasn't too bad. And I got to sign in. I should have signed in before, so I apologize. Oh, darn. Yeah, continue. Sign. Okay, here we go. And we're going to play. All right, here we go. We're going up against, hey, he looks just like us. Here we go. The question, name something real or fictional that has wings. Something real or fictional that has wings. Real or fictional that has wings. Answer in the chat, help me out. Real, I'm going to say a bird. Hey, why is it not letting me answer? Well, this might be it. Oh, there we go. Bird. Okay. Anybody else helping me out? Bat. Okay, a bat. A bat is a good one. Sorry, I'm a little slow today. Oh, no bat. A dragon. Okay, dragon. That's a good one. Yeah. Do we have any others? Plane. Oh, darn. I wish I was faster. I didn't click it in fast enough. Airplane. Pegasus. Angel. Oh, angel would have been a good one. We're winning. We're winning. That's good. Okay, sorry, you guys. Butterfly, that would have been a good one. Chicken. Okay, ready for the next round. Next round. We're barely winning. We got to beat this lookalike guy that looks just like us. Next round. Here we go. Double points. This is important. Name something that's hard to get off your shoes. I'm going to say gum. Does anybody else have one? Yeah. What else is hard to get off of your shoes? Answer in the chat. I'm going to say dirt. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to roll. Gum, tar. Okay, let's try tar. Tar. That might be a good one. Yep. We're doing good. Mud. We'll try mud. Mud, dirt is the same. We got that one. Dog glue. Glue. Dog poop is, yes, a good one. I don't know how they would. Oh, already guessed. Dog. I'm just gonna put dog. No. I don't know if it'll let us put poop in there. Oil. Ooh, that's a good one. Oil. Let's try. Oil. That might be tar. No. Oh, it was dog poop. I didn't think put that in there. Oh. Now we're really winning. Great job, you guys. Next round. Are you ready? Cow manure. Yes. If you're out in the fields, that would be a good one. Ink. That would work for us. Grass stain. Yep. Those are all good ones. Okay. Next round. Here we go. Round 3. Again, we're on a timer here, so we don't get to mess around. Read this question fast. It'll be right up there at the top. Last round. Triple points. Name a fruit that's good with ice cream. A fruit that's good with ice cream. Well, of course you have to say banana, right? Tell me a fruit that's good. Oh, that wasn't even number 1. A fruit that's good with ice cream. It was dog poop, Debbie. You're right. Strawberries. Ooh, let's try strawberries. My typing is too slow. Yep. And who else said peaches? I saw peaches. Let's try that. Yep. Any others? Cherry. All right. That's a good one. Cherry. Let's try it. Yeah. We just got one to get one more. Blueberries. All right. Oh. What happened? Did I click done? Oh, sorry. I messed this up, I think. I hit done by accident. All right. So that was good. We won. We dominated. Look at that. 760 points. Now they have something fast money round. Go to fast money round. So we're going to do that. I think this is just one question. Let's see. Fast money round. Are you ready? This one's different. Question is, earn 100 points to win a bonus. Name a place to go to take care of business. A place people go to take care of business. Office. Take care of business. Bank. All right, good one. Bank. They're going to tell us at the end. Bathroom. Okay. Wow, I know how you guys are thinking today. Bathroom. Bank, bathroom, post office. We'll try post office. And I think we're going to run out of time. Name an animal. Oh, wait. Name an animal. I've messed this one up before. I keep forgetting to look at they give us a new question. My fail. I messed this one up before. I do have some sound effects here. I have some sound effects. So when I mess up, I get the gong. And I forgot earlier when I was going to announce the winner, I did have a drum roll. Not that one. Fancy, huh? So I'm sorry I messed up that last part, but hey, you guys, we did good in the regular game, and it's all Ken's fault for messing up the other game, right? Okay, we're going to stop sharing that one. Great. So I hope you had fun doing that. You learned one of the things you don't want to get on your shoe because it's hard to get off is dog poop, which I knew is true, but I just didn't think they would put that in the answers. That is the worst when you step in that, right? Or somebody said, like, if you're in the fields and you step in the cow stuff, that is pretty bad. All right. If you're still hanging in here after that, let's go ahead, and I am using my phone for my Bible today. And let me open up my Bible app. This is what we call our good news section, which is kind of I moved into just the verse of the day. So we're looking at one verse just for a short, brief time here. And we're hoping that we will hear from God and that something will speak to us and it's something that we can go out and apply to our life. So we have this great verse today from, and I have the verse for us. I'll go ahead and pull that up real quick. But to give you a little bit of background, this is from Joshua chapter 1, which is in the Old Testament, pretty far back there. The children of Israel, they had left Egypt. They ended up wandering around in the desert for 40 years. They were not ready to go into the promised land. And God was working with them this whole time, 40 years. Could you imagine wandering around in the desert for 40 years? Well, that's what God has them doing. And so that's where he wants them to be. And their leader, Moses, you've heard of him, he has died. And his assistant, his name is Joshua, he is going to be the person who takes over leadership, and he's going to lead the people of Israel from the wilderness, from the desert. They're going into the promised land, which sometimes you hear is like the land of Canaan. It ends up being where Jerusalem is, where the nation of Israel ends up inhabiting. So that's great. So they had wandered. God had taken care of them, blessed them, provided them food, water. You're in the desert, you can't plant and grow things. So God had taken care of all their needs. At nighttime, he would provide a big fire in the sky that would keep them warm. In the daytime, there was clouds to cover them, to keep them cool. So all the time they were relying on God. But now he's asking them to move into what he has called the promised land. And it seems like they might be afraid. And as they go into the promised land, it's not going to be easy. We think of the promised land, oh, everything's going to be good. We're out of the desert. Things are going to get way better. But you know what? As they were going to the promised land, they were going to have to start taking care of their own land, their own food. They were going to raise herds. All the things that God had done for them, it's going to start to become their responsibility. They're going to have to grow up and not be relying on God. So this is kind of a scary time. When they go into this land, it's not just going to be, oh, just go in and grab whatever you want. There's going to be wars and battles and trials and tribulations. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be a difficult time. And so they're afraid. And so in Joshua chapter 9, we get this verse, okay? We get this verse. And let me share this with you. Something you might want to highlight in your Bible, something you might want to write down and keep track of, because I think it's a really good verse. And that is really helpful to all of us. So let me grab that. Joshua chapter 9. It says, have I not commanded you, be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, nor be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Isn't that encouraging? Now, did you know that God is always with you? If you were just to read the chapter just before this in Deuteronomy, or in the book just before in Deuteronomy chapter 31, Moses had told the people that God would never leave them or forsake them. And now here we have Joshua kind of getting the same message. This is the Lord speaking to Joshua and to all the people. So it's true that God will never leave you. He'll never forsake you. It's the same for me, for you, for all of us who want to have a relationship, a connection with God. He says he will never leave us. God is always with you. God is always with me. I think that's wonderfully good news. Now, thinking of this, and like the people in our story, I don't know what might be troubling you today, what might be causing you fear. Maybe there's something that's worrying you. We all have different things, right? I have my things that bother me or upset me or cause me to be fearful some of the time. We all have different areas in our lives. But I want you to have the confidence in knowing that God is with you and you don't have to be fearful today. He wants you to be strong and courageous. And I want you to know it's not your own strength or your abilities that's going to give you the ability to be strong and courageous. No, it's not up to you. It's in the confidence of knowing that God is with you. God is with you. So what do we need to do today? Whatever our fears are, whatever our troubles are. Now, we might have to work through this a little bit. Usually when we're just afraid of something and we just say, oh, I'm not going to be afraid of that anymore. It doesn't always go away right away. But whatever that one thing is that's challenging in you, and you know it's bigger than you, and I know it's bigger than me, let's give it over to the Lord and see what he'll do. And in the meantime, let's claim that rather than being fearful, let's be strong, let's be courageous, let's go out and live how God wants us to be. To go out into that, to take that next step. We want to, when we think about our lives, we learn from the past. This is what I always think. We learn some things from the past, some things good, some things bad, but we learn lessons. But let's go ahead and leave the past. That's like the desert, the wilderness, and let's move on forward into life. Let's go on into the promised land, the place that God wants us to be, knowing that as we step out into that next area of life, there are going to be challenges, there are going to be battles, there are going to be struggles, there are going to be things we have to handle and work at and do, but we're not alone. God says he will never leave you nor forsake you. So maybe there's that day when you feel like you're all alone and you're fearful and you're troubled. This is a verse you can go back and claim. And you know what? This type of verse comes up through the Bible so many times. It's really something that God wants us to really get right into our minds and into our hearts and to go out and live out, that we don't have to be afraid. God will never leave us. He's always with us. So whatever your promised land is, however God is directing you, I want you to have the confidence to know that you are not alone. God is always with you. Be strong and be courageous. All right, that is our verse of the day, our good news. I hope you like that. And again, Joshua chapter 1, verse 9 is where you'll find that. Okay, chapter 1 of Joshua, verse 9. I highlighted it in my, let me show you in my little app here. I can highlight my verses. So you see how that one's blue. I highlighted it. And in my regular Bible, I underlined that. We just studied this the other week. So you can do that in your Bible. And it's good. Some of the time I will write this out, write a note to myself and keep it somewhere on my desk or something, somewhere that I can see it. It's really a good thing to do. Okay, that is going to wrap things up. Oh, a couple extra final things of business. If you did not see our new Fold It Club, we have the Make-A-Wish. This came out about 10 days ago, and maybe if you didn't see it last week, this is available, and I do have a picture. I showed you those before. Let me not make sure I don't show that one. Okay, that is the Fold It Club. You get the stencils, the Fold It, and that's with the stamps. And then you have the options with no stamps. Okay, that's the Fold It Club called Make-A-Wish. If you're interested in joining the club, that is on the website. If you go to the Join the Club banner up at the top, you can find that. And then I also did want to mention, remember I said we had introduced some new items to the website on, I think it was last Wednesday. Let me show you the website real quick. Now, sadly, some of these things are sold out. But I'm going to show you what I do still have. I have this is the one. I do have one here at the studio. Well, I better not say. These will be back in stock. This is the iceberg, okay? It's going to come back in stock. And let me show you again the website here real quick. And we'll wrap things up here. We're almost done. So on the website, there it is. You can check all that out. The stencils are getting low. So if you wanted the stencils, don't wait too much longer on those. Then we have the Puffin Love 2 with the dies. There are the sayings. And that's the one that's on the way, okay? It is sold out currently, but just hit that notify me button right there. And if you are signed in, it's going to give you a notification when that item comes back in stock. Or I'm sorry, that's the dies. And then you would hit that one. And then for the iceberg, you'll want to hit that one too. So let me show you. I would hit that. You're going to sign in. I'm going to sign in, and then it's going to sign me up to get the notification watch. It says, alert subscription has been saved. So when that Fold It comes back in stock, I'm going to get a notification saying it's back. So if you're wondering how that works, that item will be restocked. Don't worry. We will get that one back. All right. I think that is it. Don't forget, we have our crafting corner this Thursday with Stephanie. That should be a lot of fun. And I think that's it. Have a great rest of the Tuesday. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for playing our game with us. Hold on to that promise that we talked about today. Hopefully that will give you some strength and some courage and to just walk out and do, again, whatever God is calling you to do. All right. I got to get back to work. That's my calling right now. Excuse me. I got a lot of stuff to ship. If you didn't hear, we are getting ready for a new class. So Maria is in the back working on class stuff. My job is to get all that packed and sent off to our warehouse in Utah to get it shipped to you. So coming soon, all right? Stay tuned for that. We will have a new class coming soon. I think Stephanie will be announcing that real soon. All right. have a great day. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out with me. Have a nice Tuesday, and God bless all of you. I will see you next week. All right. A little bit over time, but we're getting there. We're making progress. Okay. All right. We'll see you. Bye-bye.